everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to draw a picture of some bees. Now this is going to be a pretty easy one. We're actually going to draw two bees and some flowers, okay? So we'll get started with the bees. Let's draw a big oval right here. And then for the wings, we're going to draw two kind of teardrop shapes from about the middle of its back. So you're going to draw one like this. And then the other one, a little bit smaller next to it. Okay. Now, maybe you don't like bees too much, or maybe you're afraid of them because you're afraid that they're gonna hurt when they sting you. But bees are actually very helpful to us. They're pollinators. This means that as they go from plant to plant or flower to flower, eating the nectar, they also spread pollen. And when they do this, it helps the plants and the flowers create seeds. So bees are actually responsible for a lot of the flowers we see, and they're actually responsible for a lot of the food that we eat too, like a lot of the fruits and vegetables that grow. So bees are very, very important to our life and to our ecosystem, meaning all the other living things that are on Earth. Let's draw the stripes on these bees. So you're going to draw basically a curved line like this. And you're going to draw a bunch of them, okay? So that we can have the black stripes going all down its body. And if you want to, you can like color this in right away. But I'm going to color it in later when I'm coloring, okay? So you're just going to draw a few of those. So two curved lines next to each other. That will be the stripe. Okay. And then let's draw his little stinger. You're just going to draw like a little triangle at the end. And that will be black too, so you can color it in now if you want. I'm going to wait again. Everyone's afraid of getting stung by bees. I don't blame them. I've actually been stung by a bee 2 times, and it's not fun, but it's also not that bad. The best thing to do with a bee if you see one is just leave it alone. It should go away. Let's give it a little smiley face. I know you probably imagine bees are like angry or creepy looking, but let's make this like a cute bee, okay? There we go. I'm pretty sure bees don't want to sting you anyways, because once they sting you, they can't live anymore without their stinger. So they don't want to sting you any more than you want to be stung. So if you just stay away from them, they will stay away from you. Let's do 2 lines on the top here. These will be his little antenna. So for a bee, this is kind of how it helps to navigate around. Okay, so there's one bee. I'm going to draw another one on this side too, okay? So we're basically just going to do the exact same thing that we just did, but it's just going to be the opposite direction, okay? So here's our oval. Then we're going to draw our 2 teardrop shapes for our 2 wings. 1 and 2. And then we can do the same thing with the striping. So a couple of curved lines. Actually, we'll do about 6 actually, so that he'll have 3 stripes. I know that usually when you think about things that you can do to help the Earth for Earth Day, of course one of the first things you think of is recycling, right? But there's a lot of ways we can help. And I always think about the bees when I think about Earth Day because, like I said, they're responsible for a lot of our flowers. They help to provide plants that other animals live in. So they're actually a really important part of our lives. That's why we should try to look at them a little kinder. You know, everyone always says save the turtles, of course, but we should try to think about saving the bees too. Let's do a little smile for this guy. I know this isn't a realistic bee, but it's cuter than a realistic bee. And then we can do the two antennas. So same thing, two kind of like straight or curved lines with like a little dot at the end. And a little stinger. Okay. Now let's draw like some flowers here. I'm going to show you how to draw the most simple flower you can ever draw, okay? So you're just going to draw a circle. And then you're going to draw several teardrop shapes all around, as many as you can fit, okay? And I'm going to do a couple flowers, however many I can kind of fit in this area. I am going to leave one small section here open so that we can draw a little banner. So I'm just going to keep my flowers just in this little area, okay? So here's one. This is actually a good way if you actually do want to save the bees or help make sure that they're happy. You can actually plant wildflowers in your yard or like in a little planter that you can put outside your house. That way they have food and they can help to spread flowers to other areas too. Okay, so I might fit one more here. If I'm going fast, don't worry, I'll give you a chance when I'm done with my flower to catch up. I've done so many flowers that I can do it really fast, so there we go. I'll give you a second. If you want to, you can also draw like some leaves coming out of your flowers. So that will just be kind of like a V shape. And you can just draw the V shape in between two petals. And then usually I just draw a little bit of a detail to help make sure you can tell it's a leaf, because right now you might not know what it is. So to do a little bit of detail, you can just draw a line down the middle. And then angled lines, diagonal lines, like that, okay? So it's almost like a couple of V shapes. So after you've done your flowers, if there's any spots where you want to maybe add a leaf or two, you can feel free. I'll add a few. Maybe one more. There we go. There's some food for our happy bees here. When you're done drawing your flowers and any little leaves that you want, we can even do like a little, let's draw like a little dashed line to kind of make it look like they're flying, okay? So I'll show you what I mean. So maybe we start with this one, and I'm just gonna do like a dashed line, kind of curved down, maybe towards that flower. Okay, so maybe it looks like he just came from that flower. maybe this one had a little bit of a curvier path. So maybe we go like this, and then we kind of loop our dashed line around. So that it looks like that. So that's actually it for my drawing. Now I'm going to draw a banner down here, and we can say save the bees, okay? If you would like to draw or write something else in your banner, you're totally welcome to. But I'll show you how to draw a banner anyways. So a banner is pretty easy actually. You just draw a big rectangle, kind of thin. That's like the main part of your banner. Then to make it look like it's kind of folded or like curled, it seems like it might be hard, but you actually just have to, on the top corner, just draw a line back like that. It's very tiny. And then from the end of that line, just draw straight down until you touch your banner, okay? So that almost looks like a tiny little triangle there, okay? Let's do the same on this side, but of course it's going to be in the opposite direction. So you're going to go from this corner up like that, and then straight down, okay? And then to draw the end of the banner, I always like to do one that has kind of like a jagged edge, okay? So from here, you're going to go out into a straight line. And then you're going to draw basically an M. You're going to make this sort of into like a uppercase M. So down, up, down. And then you bring the last part of the M all the way until you touch the banner. Okay, so doesn't it look like it's kind of like a banner that's folded and the end is behind it? And it's super easy, right? Let's do the same from here. So from this corner, you draw a line out straight. You go down into an M. And then you end. I always like to have my end, the last part of my M, kind of leave a little bit of space on the bottom just to really help make it look like it's behind, okay? It kind of like tricks your eye a little bit. Okay, so now again, if you don't want to write save the bees, then you can put whatever you want on this. Maybe you say, I don't know, maybe you know someone that has a birthday coming up and they love bees for whatever reason. You can write happy birthday, you can write happy Earth Day, whatever you want. But I'm going to write save the bees. Okay, and always when you're when you have something that you need to write on a limited amount of space, sometimes I start with the first word and then I go to the last word. That way you know how much space you have, because how many times have you started to write something and then you realize that you don't have enough room and then you have to really squish the last couple of letters? I hate it when that happens. So a little trick I learned is that I do the first part and then I do the last part. That way I don't run out of space, okay? So of course there's my last word, and now I know this is how much space I have to write the. This is a lot of space to write the word the. So I'm just going to kind of put it in the middle. Maybe I draw my letters kind of big to use up some of that space. Maybe I put a couple hearts. Maybe I put a few hearts here too. You don't have to do that, but if you think that looks good or if that's something you want to do. There you go. I think that this shows plenty of love for our bee friends. All right. So I'm done with my picture. Now I'm going to color. I know that I usually speed up this part, but I'm going to do something different where I'm going to color it in real time. So I'm not going to fast forward it, but I am going to play like some music for you guys. I always listen to music when I'm kind of creating art. It just goes well together, I think. So I'll play some songs for you guys, just some chill music, so that if you guys want to, you can listen to it while you're coloring too, okay? But I'll catch back up with you guys at the end, all right? Okay, you guys, here's my finished and colored picture of our little bees here. Were you guys surprised by how long it actually takes me to color? I know you probably, if you've seen my videos before, you probably think I color super fast, but no, I do not. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the real-time coloring more than the fast coloring. But either way, I hope you guys had fun. Hopefully now you guys will maybe think a little bit differently about bees. Shouldn't be afraid of them. They're our friends and we want to help them because we love flowers and we love fruits and vegetables and we need them But thanks you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys back here soon, okay? Bye.